What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Geminis Gemz, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure.
So you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis Gemz.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gemz.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe. Yes. And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. What they do. How y'all doing out there? You already started, man.
Oh my goodness, we have to start it this way.
What's good, people out there? How y'all doing?
Oh my goodness. Hi, DP.
What's going on, T? You already lit, huh?
Listen, they should already know I'm lit right now, okay?
I see.
And it's so much behind the scenes shit that I told him, listen, please excuse my mouth for this episode.
Wow.
So I'm just letting everybody know in advance because someone told me, like this one right here, like, T, you didn't fully like being yourself yet. And I'm like, in my head, I already think I'm kind of slightly crazy. So I was like,
we know that.
But he was like, you not yourself. And I was just like, holy crap. Like, it was like, seriously, like real talk, a lot of behind of therapy or just really a mental segment. Like, you know, it was real shit conversation. And that's how we communicate.
Yeah, I had to put it on the table, man.
I had to put it on the table.
Yeah, let her know what was up, man.
Woo!
Can't let her be out here discouraged and all that stuff. But anyway,
listen,
what's up, good people out there?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, we the Geminis Gemz. That's Geminis with an S.
S.
That's Gems with a Z.
Z.
And what we do, T?
Hey, we drop them gems.
We drop a gem.
All right,
we drop them gems.
Hi.
What's good, people? All right, so what's up, people out there? All right, so last week, right, we had the gender roles, the traditional style, right?
The traditional style.
Right, the old-fashioned when men are being gentlemen and ladies are being ladies, fitting that course, you know what I'm saying? So this week, we coming with the gender roles, the modern style, the modern day females and males, with a different type of twist on it, but just coming from the 2020 type of spectrum, where people nowadays like the roles are being switched. So we have the role reversals, the respect of man, the lack thereof, the alpha female, beta males, the females that make more money. Women don't even like the word submissive nowadays. They don't even want to submit to a man because they feel like a man not even qualified. What's up with that?
Yeah, but who fault that is if a woman felt that a man is not qualified?
It's a woman's fault. It ain't a man's fault.
It's a woman's fault.
Man, listen. Today we coming with it, right?
Okay.
And as we begin to expound on it, we would love if you all will leave a comment. We would love if you all like. Subscribe to our channel. Understand we coming with different topics each and every week on Fridays. Make sure you let us get the feeling and know how y'all feeling out there. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, drop an email so we can hit you up and all that good stuff. All right, people. So we're gonna get started with it. You know, T, give us kind of your perspective of the modern day, nowadays, 2021. Type of male or female gender roles.
Oh my goodness. Why you put me on the spot like that?
Why not? Y'all women love to step up to the plate and you gotta do this.
Goodness.
You need to do that.
Oh my goodness. But it's so many layers. Like with me, like once I start talking, I could go from A to G back to C to Z.
Yeah,
I just go all over the place. So I don't want to confuse people. So it's like you have to give me a specific, like really direct topic for me to stick to it.
Okay, so it's the modern day gender roles. So nowadays the role has been reversed. More women now are making more money.
Okay.
So they feel like they can step into that male, or what's the word? What's the term?
Like they run the house and shit.
Right.
Like
So,
fully. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
The masculine. That's what I'm looking for. So they can step into the masculine role. Like and honestly, like men don't even care about your money. But women feel like that validates them, like because they're educated, they make more money, or I got a position, I'm a supervisor at my job. You know what I'm saying? So where you see that females are, and I say females, but these alpha females, where you see their role at nowadays? Because I see it, but I want to get your taste to see what you have experienced, even with your friends, family members, whomever, co-workers or whatever.
If they play the alpha female role.
Or you like maybe at the grocery store and you saw alpha, female or alpha female say, hey, didn't I tell you not to do that? And you looking at the girl like, yo, you talking to your dude like that? Like, for example,
okay,
on social media, I would say about 2 years ago, I seen two different scenarios where the women was literally hitting the guys as though they were the
like a child, or?
like literally beating the guy up. Wow. And for whatever reason, I wouldn't know how to explain it. So I'm not going to take it to that far to like far as physical abuse.
Right.
But the fact that those women didn't have respect for a man,
wow, that
they felt like they can actually approach that guy,
right,
hit him, or just even talking reckless. You a F boy and all that you know what I'm saying, you're a playboy and all that stuff.
I was not raised like that.
I know, but I'm saying it's out there now.
I know it
and some men, they tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't even get involved in relationships nowadays because they don't want to be around that type of energy. Us men want
women
peace
too. I think it goes both ways.
Right, but I'm just saying from the man's perspective, that's what's going on. So like why do women feel like they should take that type of role nowadays? Like what gives them the entitlement?
It's a lot of like emotions with that.
Okay.
So just bear with me if y'all don't mind. Because it's hard to process that because I don't think like that. Right, you understand? Right. So it's really hard for me to relate to something to where that's just not who I am. So and it's really hard for me to get to that level.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I'm going to bring you there.
Okay.
I'm going to bring you there.
Okay, come on.
Right.
All right.
So let's say you met a guy, right? He portrayed himself as a guy that had it.
I came across a few nicks like that.
Okay. So he portrayed that he had it, right? And you all start dating or whatever. Y'all got intimate and start dealing with each other, and then you found out it wasn't reality. And then you found out, man, this man wearing his homeboy clothes.
Oh wow.
He was driving his homeboy car. You found out he was like lying. He said he stayed by himself, but you never went to his house.
Okay.
Right. But you end up finding out that the guy stayed with his mom. You feel me?
My story really left a long time ago, but
right. But I'm saying, and not to even pick on guys that stay with their mom.
I got you.
But I'm just saying he portrayed himself to be one thing that he wasn't.
Just to get the number, just to get the cookie.
So in a role,
just to get the cookie.
Right. So in most men nowadays, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Why I can finesse a chick and make her believe something that. Make her believe that I'm something that I'm really not, but just to get her, right? But
okay, can I just add something right quick?
Since
like this is the modern. Hey, this is modern.
Yeah, this nowadays.
This nowadays, right? And it was just a feeling that you just gave me.
Okay.
Like I'm trying.
That's what I'm trying to put you in.
I'm following you.
Okay.
But I'm agreeing and I'm disagreeing.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I need right now.
That's what you need right now?
Yeah,
shit, you trying to put me on the blast.
Make it happen.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Wait. It's about to happen.
Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my bad, wrong song. I gotta find it, y'all. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to find it out here.
Listen, I was there, but you might have to repeat the few seconds before you did all this mute. Come on now.
Okay. My bad. I'm doing the most right now.
Come on, DP, bring it back. That used to be me over there. There you go. Hey, thank you. It was.
That's not even a moment to drop a gem.
It was, because you was me. Fuck that. You was me in that motherfucking damn moment. Shit.
Okay, I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one.
Now you just fucking lost me, but bring me back.
All right. I got you.
Come on now.
I got you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
All
right, so now you met a guy. You found out he wasn't what he portrayed he was.
Okay.
So what's up? How you treating him?
But you was more detailed with it.
But you already understood what I was saying.
Yeah, but I want you to bring me back a little bit more. But
Okay, so you found out he was lying where he stayed at.
All right.
The car that he was driving wasn't really his car.
Okay.
You found out he don't even take care of his kids.
So he was a scrub. TLC. He was a scrub.
Gosh, come on, man. Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
For me to understand what you're saying.
Yes.
But now we're here. I'm so simple. The women in me is just like, okay, let's just cut it off. Like, it's just, listen, you didn't play the game right. You wasn't fair. The fairness was, I was me. And you lied. Like, when you go through life and you seen and you went through some shit, and I'm sure a lot of people, if you're watching this, like everyone went through some shit. And when you get to that certain level, it's not all about an age, but when you just know who you are, you don't got to take no more shit. And it's like, oh, but as a woman, well, shit, I just wanted to fuck too then. Like, what else? Like, you really thought you was probably doing something, because I think we're talking about modern days, right? Yeah. Okay, so let me go back to you wanted the cat. Okay, I wanted the dick. And so we both got it. And maybe just we realized it wasn't it. And you start acting one way. I start acting another way. And then here we are, conclusion. And it's okay. And next. And then that's what the fuck you do.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to do is bring you to the position of how you would treat the guy in that type of scenario. Not how you would end it.
Oh,
but what role? Follow me.
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay.
But the role that you will play in that predicament, like, are you gonna build them? Are you right? So if you're not, but mind you, the scenario that I'm throwing at you is the fact that you've been with him for a minute.
Okay.
And you just found these things out.
All right. That he lied.
Right. And then you're not going to just end it right then and there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Come on now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. But most women are not.
Listen, all I can say is you leave them where they are.
Okay.
And that's it. Like, guess what? We both say we're both living. Like, why does someone have to be deceased in order to move on? I want to move on while everyone is still breathing. I want everyone to live. So guess what? You might be holding that 16-wheeler truck going to the finish line. You be like, I saw a rest stop. Guess what? I gotta let this shit go. And you gotta stay there.
But some women don't.
Listen, I'm gonna put this truck for sale. Guess what? I'm gonna get this shit for free. And it's gonna stay here. So anybody want to pick this up, guess what? Hands to you, and I'm gonna walk away. It's that simple for me. So,
but most women won't.
Well, I'm just telling them the other side.
Got you. So can you speak from that point of view? Could you?
If I was that woman who probably stuck there, because I'm talking, because I was stuck there.
Okay.
Let me go there. Okay. Ooh, he's trying to bring it out.
Exactly. Let's go.
Okay, because dang, I like that. He slid it on in. Okay, back. I was there, and as a woman, sweetheart, God go probably wake you up to scare you. Everybody has that different fear as a human being, but I'm speaking to the women. God gave us like this beauty, Like, because all women, we are mother effing beautiful, okay? Without makeup. Makeup is just to enhance it, try to cover up some things. But, makeup, we women, we like to wear makeup, but we don't need it. But, hey, modern, right? But it's like
he was talk about that, but
listen. He's going to scare you, and you're going to be like, I can no longer do this because God told me I don't need to be. Like, he's telling you, like, Terica, you're now on my path. Like, I know your heart. I know what you want. You're trying to control to get there, and I'm telling you something else. He was like, no, I have to wake you up. He had to wake me up. And when I walked past that mirror and I looked inside that mirror, I thought I was on The Ring, of that movie The Ring. And I think when you watch that movie some shit and then you start looking at yourself in the mirror, your face kind of like, I don't know if y'all know the movie The Ring. Like, listen, I didn't see myself no more.
Okay.
And I was like, I know I look beautiful on the inside, but that shit scared the fuck out of me what I saw on the outside.
Gotcha. So, just to get a little bit deeper, right? In that, because I see that you have the solution to the problem, right? But let's go back a little bit, right?
Go back a little bit.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit. Okay. Now, in that relationship that you're dealing with the person, because you went through it, like, what role were you playing before you got out of it? Like, was you still submissive to the guy?
It was acting.
Wow.
It was acting. And when you just know yourself and your body gives up to where you can't even stand yourself up, like, you was a punching bag. You understand that you was beaten in different direction, even though it wasn't physical contact, but like just talking real shit. It was, but that mental state can break you down. Listen, I'm a solid girl. Listen, my last name Young. Okay, we some strong mother effing women. If you know the Young family, you understand. So, but that mental state, you better bring it, because that's how we were taught, like, to handle shit like that. Okay, but not to go into details, but it's just when you a woman and you tired and when you really felt up, like, your crowns, all of your crowns off your crown are on the floor, and you have half of a crown left of a crown on your crown, like the jewel. You got the gem, half of a gem. You get it? But
I get you.
You know that
I get the ending.
Ending.
Yeah, I get your ending. And not to go like dive way deep, but just the roles. Okay, so you're not being sexual with them.
Yes, I was. That's why I said. That's why I said the word acting. I thought I answered that, so I'm gonna go more deep into why I said the acting.
Hold on, I was gonna go somewhere with that as well. Okay. So you wasn't. So you was physical, but you was acting. So let's say you were making more money than he was, right? And in that position, how was you really treating him? Was you talking to him like a dog?
Respect.
Oh, you still had respect?
It was all, listen, like you said, because how you know he wasn't making more money than I was. I'm saying. But if I was making more money, it would have been the same. Okay. Like, my dad taught me to respect a man.
See, but a lot of modern women don't.
Regardless of the income. Listen, if he's going out, to... You're a different breed. Listen.
Keep saying it.
Listen. But you keep asking me if I was in that scenario. Because I also said that I wouldn't, but you took me to that place if I was in that scenario.
Right. So, I guess, because we kind of, us men want to know, So you may have examples of friends, again, co-workers, or just stories something you seen, something you read, right? And it may have built a perspective to, okay, this is the reason why I'm not acting this way in a relationship with the individual, being that it's nowadays. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm pulling it out, trying to pull it out, but you sticking to your guns and. And it's hard to kind of get it up out of you because with the gender roles,
I got you.
Like the respect of men isn't nowadays it's not even present. You know, men are not being respected even in their relationship, and they can be the providers, or they cannot even have as much money, but they may want to take care of their kids, and women don't even respect the person that they're with, or even they had the kids with. Like, they'll take their child's father through, and I'm talking about the good ones. They'll take their child's father through because it didn't work out with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why, or what's causing the reason for it to be, for the respect to be thrown out the window? Not saying you have to answer that.
Right, because I was going to I didn't mean to cut you off, but for those who don't know, but I'm going to just tell them, like, when I get quiet, it's because I have no experience in it. You understand? So I was just taught, and that's all mainly that I'm surrounding myself with. You understand? Like, keep yourself surrounded like you know, like people, like-minded people. People still go through things in life. No one is perfect, but it's very small percentage of what you're saying that I've saw in my life.
That's what's up.
And even if my colleagues or family, friends, anybody might open to something, it's still a very small percentage that I get those examples for me to, how would I handle it? It's just, I feel bad for the people who really go through things like that, who doesn't have the courage to say, you know what, God is going to pull me through, regardless of what situation you might be in right now. Like, you have to walk in faith. You understand? You have to have that courage. You have to believe. You have to just let God and let go. Like, just let it go, because He already has our lives written. So certain things that you're saying that I probably have not really experienced, but it's just, it goes back to the word feeling, that I just want to share that everyone goes through different paths in lives. But once we get to a certain finish line, you know, we can look at each other with, like, you felt that? Like, you was hurt? Did you feel love? Like, did you feel that forgiveness? Regardless of how God got you there to understand that word, we all felt it. So I just really have empathy for the people who just feel like they need a certain breakthrough. Like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. Like, listen, I'm telling you right now, you could do it right now. Like, after this recording, go say that prayer. Like, give God, let Him know exactly what you want. Don't hold back. Dream so big, because only He can provide it. You let it out in the atmosphere. Let those thoughts be things. You know, that's another secret of life, that, hey, thoughts become things. If people didn't know that, look up the secret of life. You understand? And that's what I believe in. And I'm just a spiritual person. So that's all I want to say right now.
Gotcha. So, I give my perspective on the modern day gender roles. And I'll start with probably the income. Because women make more money nowadays. And for whatever reason, they feel like that gives them power. And you don't receive the same type of power as the man does. He still is what's the term? Authoritative. The authority within the relationship. Now, this is my belief, right? So we as individuals get married under the pretense of God, right?
Right.
So we have to follow thereof. So if you believe in God and you believe in His ordinance, you believe that you should get married to a guy, right? That means you still have to obey His commandments, which is to submit to your husband.
Right.
You know, and I think that a lot of marriages, or just people in relationships, as they're working on their relationship, they don't take that into consideration. You know, so back then, like, let's go to the traditional, those type of women understood that it didn't matter if he made less. He's still the authoritative figure in the house.
Hello.
You know, so you have to still submit to that because that's the order, right? So it's still that he still is the alpha. Well, not the alpha because God is the alpha, right?
Yeah, the king of the jungle.
Well, the king of the house.
The king of the house.
So the alpha of the house. Okay, since you want to use the word alpha.
You know, the alpha of the house, king of the house, is the man of the house.
Right, so he's the man of the house, and that's just the ordinance. Now, if you want to build your own religion, right, women, if you want to build your own religion and put yourself first, then don't marry under the pretense of God. You get what I'm saying? Do how you're supposed to do. That's my personal belief, right? So the respect should be done, and not done, but this respect should be given to a man, regardless. Now that's the man you chose. You know, whether or not he has it or not. So you should have known better. You know, we have I want to say older women. Okay. And you should learn from them. But you know us, we think we know it all. Of course. I know the answer. They can Google it. I can YouTube it. Yes. Right? So instead of listening to people that's like surpass our age and live that type of life. Right. So that's another reason why we are in the predicament that we are in. And I don't think nowadays is right. You know, for women to feel because they have the money or the education. You know, I have a degree. That doesn't mean anything to a man. It just means that you're smart. Right. That's it. And that you have some money. Gotcha. And most people, like most women, even them having a degree and money, they still want the man to pay for everything. That doesn't make sense. What's the point of even bragging that you make the money or you have the degree? Right, and that doesn't make sense. So
for her to save her money.
There's an article that I was referred to. I think it came from out of Orlando. That 50% of women that's in marriages already have a savings plan, like a secondary plan. So they're already getting themselves ready to divorce. And that's so crazy to me.
I'm not laughing at what you're saying, but it's just women shit.
But why? But what's the point of getting married and you're not getting married to the end?
Listen, that's called acting. It's so simple.
Come on, man.
It's so simple, DP. They're acting.
Got you. So, why? What's the point? And don't think it's not going to come back to you.
You said why?
No, I'm saying like why? What's the point of doing it? And like I said,
they probably have their own reasons. Probably they really
I get that.
Like every woman probably had their own reasons of doing it.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. So I'm saying why? So why even have that plan in place if you're not going to conclude, like bring your life to an end with that individual? You know, you're already planning the exit and you just begin in the relationship or the marriage. You know, and that's crazy to me. And I understand because women feel like they have so many options because of the social media and stuff like that. But even with that, the options as you get older slims. You know, it thins out. You know, and your beauty ain't gonna last forever. It's the substance that you have, and the education and money isn't it, right? It's the quality. Right. You know, of the individual, that's values. It, especially for a man, right? You know, so having the money and all of that, and having the money and the education, it doesn't really give women value. It just shows that you completed school. You know, it shows that you able to work. You know what I'm saying? But you're working towards what? You know, and that's just, you know, on that. And to move on, even women in position of power and not knowing how to turn it off. Like you got your I always say the police officers, you got your COs, you got your supervisors, you got your managers of different departments, whatever they may work at, right? These people really don't know how to, because they know how to give commands. They love that power. Oh, yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, I got to do. And mind you, it's just to get paid.
Gotcha.
You know, and it should be a turn off switch. It's just a title at the job. You are a number that can easily be replaced.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So then, if you lose it all, what happens then? You don't have the power. Like when you come back home, you lost your job, and that may not be suffice, but it's good enough for women to understand that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have no weight. It doesn't hold no weight. And again, while married under the pretense of God, knowing that you feel like you should be a ruler over men, you're not a ruler over men.
No,
our strength alone, like even with the alpha female, our strength alone is more mightier than a female. So you can take the world's strongest female. There's still a man that's stronger than her.
Go tell her down.
It's always going to be like that.
Listen. Like,
go ahead.
When you saying that, it's something simple, probably stupid, but I thought about Beyonce just that fast, right? Okay. Like, let me upgrade you. Like, I don't know if people really understand the lyrics of the song, Let Me Upgrade You. It's not saying that she's upgrading her man. She was like, basically, I get it, let me upgrade you, but I think some women like, yeah, like, it's me. Then like, I'ma upgrade you. Like, no, babe. Like, hold on. I think it's two different definitions of let me upgrade you. Right. You understand? The way I took that song, it's like, hey, you walk in the streets, but guess what? I'm gonna be the lights to let you keep walking in the dark. Like, you gonna need me. Right. I'll compliment you. Like, guess what? We going to those big high ass fucking damn meetings, but guess what? You just taking me so I can compliment the deal. Like, that's
and I do agree with that.
Okay.
As far as a woman being able to support a man and get him
have to be submissive.
Get him through the door of let's say opportunity, right? Because of opportunity, get him to a door of success.
Yes.
Right?
He has to be the head.
Right. So
he has to have that role.
And that's when the education and all of that stuff is sufficient for that particular situation.
Gotcha.
But that doesn't give you the overall right to say that you are more mightier than a guy.
Right.
And then of course we know about the beta males and them not being able to step up to the plate and handle the business.
Of course.
But they still are men.
They still men.
And they still deserve
get them respect.
Right. And so when I was even talking about, the women in social media, what I was watching them being, over aggressive with certain type of dudes, being physical and all of that stuff. These guys, to me, these guys didn't want to hit the girls back because there's a consequence when it comes down to men hitting females, but none when it comes down to females hitting men. Most women get off. They'll have more lighter sentences than a male for the same type of crime. You get what I'm saying? So women, you walk around acting like you're almighty, but you can't deal with even the weight of the punishment of a man.
Right.
You can't deal with it. Hello. And that should put a perspective on even you as an alpha female. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're not able to deal with that life sentence. Y'all get manslaughter and get off. You do your little probation and stuff like that. That's why the women jails are more smaller than men. So the alpha female has to calm down. Just my perspective. We can go about it all day, but it needs to be calmed down. And for the beta males, you need to step up to the plate. Invest into yourself and overcome it. Power of the joyride. The power of the joyride does kind of make men fold. And girls think that because they have that which is between, that's the only bargaining chip they really have, to me. You know what I'm saying? And if all they doing is just throwing that out there, then that just shows that they don't have nothing else of value. Most men, most women feel like, okay, well, you want what I have. You want what I have. You want what I have. Yeah, I want it, but that shouldn't bring me down to my knees. But that's what makes women feel like they the alpha. Because a man needs what I want, what I have. No, it doesn't work that way. You only, let's say your purpose in life, or I feel like the purpose life of females is to conceive. to bring forth future, right? And purpose, right? So you need a male in order to do that. Like a queen can be a queen, but what's a queen without the king? Right. So, and hopefully I'm staying in the lane of gender roles, right?
It's all over the place right now, but I was just letting you talk.
So and to bring it back to the gender roles, these are the roles that's why I believe a man plays a certain role. Like women are nowadays coming into the lane of a man, and my point of view is to veer them back into their lane as a female, because you cannot come in contact with a guy or male and think that you supposed to be in our lane. You get what I'm saying? That's when a lot of confusion in the world begins to take place. It's a lot. It's a lot
because I have questions, right?
Okay.
And it's the most recent question, because I'm trying to do better to let you talk. Right?
Appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
What I'm gonna say is what the hell I remember. I'm not gonna remember everything up in here.
Okay.
But I feel that once you like you said, basically conceiving, right? We conceived the child. But you could get the hell up and go. You understand? So it was, maybe one night stand, whatever the hell happened, that now she becomes a single mom.
But that's by choice, though.
But listen, it's not by choice, because what if the dad just decided he just wanted to get the fuck up and leave his damn family?
But who is the one that decides to have the child? That's
but the agreement was you could be married, because some men leave their wives with 3 or 4 or 5 damn kids.
Listen, I agree with you, right?
So, but
you have to still take in consideration all the other signs that was right in front of you. Now you said
you're talking to a married woman right now who had 3 or 4 kids with a man who left because it was just too much for him, and now he finna go get a new bitch who got 0 kids on 1 kid that is lighted over there. Which one you talking about?
Okay, so I'll go from the woman with the one night stand that you mentioned, right? Okay. So the woman with the one night stand, why are you deciding to have his baby?
Okay, I hear you.
Okay,
because I ain't doing that shit. Right. Facts. Keep going.
So why are you having this baby?
Okay, you went to that one.
Okay, so let's go to the one in the middle.
Okay.
Let's go to the one in the middle.
Okay.
That's the one in the relationship that decides to have a child with a guy that clearly wasn't even taking care of his first child.
And she probably just thought that he was going to do better.
You're wrong. Because, listen, you can't change an individual, right? Who they are is who they are.
I don't think you understood the statement I said.
No, I'm getting to it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm just going part by part.
Part by part. Okay.
So with that one, you should know who you're laying with. So that means you're just opening yourself up to anybody, and that shouldn't even be a situation. But that's the reality of nowadays.
So we talk about the modern,
right? So these women are just feeling like they should have most women feel like they should have a hot girl summer, right? And they shouldn't. Keep your legs closed and pay attention to the goal of getting a man. Pay attention to the man that's in front of you. But that's there, right? So now you decide to have a child, of course, out of wedlock, right?
Okay.
Right. To a guy that barely took care of his first child, right? And you can't tell me you didn't see it.
Of course, but I don't. All the women that if they had kids out of wedlock or if they do really had kids before theirs or whatever, most of my friends and family, like they're men, like. This is why it's hard for me to just say okay or agree, because like the women I really fuck with, like regardless they married, not married, like the dudes really, they ain't perfect, but they do take care of their kids.
And that's why they wouldn't have that much issues. So with the women that do have the issues and the problems and all of that stuff, there's no way that you didn't see that guy wasn't good for you.
I got you.
And now you got to live with that.
Because you knew.
Right.
You knew the red flags.
And you're responsible, and most women feel like they shouldn't be responsible for their actions.
Oh, you have to. You have to own your shit.
So then when
you have to own your shit.
So when they have a child, that's like with a guy that's no good, you can't you can't blame nobody.
No.
Or when it comes down to having a child,
you can't change no man.
Right. So why should you have the child?
It was her personal reasons, like,
right? But that shouldn't. That shouldn't.
I don't know.
Be
She thought this baby was going to keep him, or
right? But that's not. That's not good enough. That reason isn't even good enough.
Me, I know. Oh, right. I know that.
Right.
Oh,
so
okay.
that reason ain't even good enough. Oh, I thought I can change him.
No,
or I thought this.
Ladies.
No, that's not going to happen.
I'm letting you know you cannot change.
You know what I'm saying? So a dog is a dog, right?
Hello.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, you call it is what it is. So then after the child, that's when he all these F boys and all that foolishness like that. But he was all that before. I'm saying these are what women are saying.
Hey, when you want T to shut up, just talk about some shit that she don't have no experience in, and I'm gonna just fucking listen. Like, that's just not me. I get it. Most of my women, like, we just some cool ass vibing people, definitely dudes, respect, and you know, people got these situations, but mainly what you talking about, I don't ride with women like that. Those not queens in my circle.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But they're out there, and what we're talking about is the
modern days.
Right. So let's
I don't want to get to know y'all. Like I was telling my family friends, listen, really no new friends.
Gotcha.
It's cool. We great over here. Like seriously, it's okay to rekindle some relationships or, you know, to see how things go. But really, like new friends, you had to come with a referral. Like I told 2 people that this week. Like seriously, like real talk, like I'll talk to you, but it has to be through a referral. And I'm like, you know what? Because I trust that person with my life, with my kids. I need a co-signer. So whoever, you know, hey, but but referrals. And some people already know. And some referrals already out there planted. But it's coming with a referral. So it's just real talk. No new friends. So now
let's get to the woman that's married. And she decided to have XYZ kids. Let's say she doesn't have 4 or 5. Well, not even 4 because we're not having that much. But let's say she had 2, and then a possibility of wanting to have a third one, right?
Okay.
Because you know households now they only just have 1, and then probably an outside, and then that's it. You know?
It depends. Like nowadays, that last one, he want to put a real stamp and be like, we finna have another one. You understand? Like you had a baby daddy probably here and there. That he want to feel like, you know what? I got 2 out of her, or I got 3 out of her. So he finna try to make multiple babies.
I don't. Well, I know men that impregnate a girl just to get her off the market, to stay in control of that individual. Oh shit! But it's no way that you didn't see the sign of it. So you put yourself in that situation now, just to go to, you know, to go to the topic of, just to switch over to the married woman that has the child, and you constantly have, let's say you have 2 of his kids, for example, right? Okay, you got married. Yes, that's the ordinance to go ahead and have a child from that situation. Right. But after the first one, he didn't even help. That's what I'm saying.
He saw the red flags.
So your role, yes, is to submit, and all of that stuff. But you should have known before y'all even got married that he was a certain type of person. Right. So that certain type, maybe he wasn't responsible. Right.
I get what you're saying. We have to own our shit. For guess what? He didn't get there only by himself. That's what I'm taking from this conversation.
Right.
You understand? Right. Like,
and women should be held accountable.
We need to be accountable for it. Like, I get what you're saying. I really don't have too much to come back. Like, women, we know. So I get it. Just own your shit. Just be like, you know what? I did play a part in that. Right. Like I wasn't woman enough to really should have left or said what I needed to say. It's just I get what you're saying.
So now you are having a child.
A second one, right?
Second one.
With the second one.
And then he
do the same shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they just have to own it, DP. Women just have to really own their shit. Men just have to own their shit. We all just need to own our shit.
I've heard of the oops accident. No. No.
I wish I had something else in this cup because I drank the whole shit. Like DP just really just I'm here. Hey, we are here. Okay.
Okay.
Shit here, but okay.
So yeah, so it's by accident. I heard of stories like that, but then you hear other women when they're like, yo, I saw the signs and I just got up out of there. And then they think with time, with change, it is that. Hopefully we were staying on topic because I wanted to go back to one of the points that I was trying to make, far as being submissive. Most women nowadays doesn't find that attractive, being submissive to a man.
It's fun,
and the positioning of
it's fun.
The positioning of a man, they don't respect it, right? So with the submission, we understand that's probably given biblically, but at the same time,
but we're talking about the men who really deserve to be submissive too. Please just say that, because not all males are meant to be submissive. Please. So if we're talking, I'll only talk the language if he deserve it.
So
that's all I know.
What makes a man be deserving of it?
Good question. Hey, well, thank you. I can talk to that. I can respond to that. It's just, hey, number one, let a woman be a woman. You understand? Number two, have less insecurities.
No,
listen, I'm talking. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
But have less insecurities about yourself. You understand? It's some men, because we talking modern, okay? So it's some men out there who don't want their woman to really have fun without him. Let me just get straight to it. And regardless of what that means, but a woman needs to be a mother at home. She needs to be a wife to her husband, right? And then guess what? When she need her girl time, she needs her girl time. So if she want to put on that sexy dress, if she want to put on her makeup, if she want to put on her damn Spanx, she just want to be careless and free right now. Don't question her. But guess what? She's walking from her door to probably a destination where it's just her and her girlfriends. We're not talking about a public place. I'm not talking about a strip club, or maybe it's a bachelorette party, but you still play the roles of that. It's just different tiers, but let her be free. Have less insecurities about yourself, because guess what? You want to chill with your homeboys too. We want to chill with our homegirls too. So we all have the different path of just chilling with the homies, girls and male or whatever. But it's just, damn, like, don't call me while I'm out. Like, I'm good. I will call you if there's an emergency. It's okay. Let me breathe. Especially if kids are involved, do not call me unless they're an emergency, because I'm sure, for me, let me speak for me. If you're out and you doing your thing, I'm not going to bother you. If I have to be that woman who calling every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, like, God dang, he might as well just stay home. But everybody needs to get a reset. Like, baby, listen, I just needed a ride. I just need to go. Listen, something coming up. The homies, the girls. I'm just saying, when it's time to break off, it's okay to break off. And guess what? You know what that man need to do? Hey, baby, I got the kids here. Hey, you go out there, have a great time. Hey, I'm gonna be here because I'm gonna be ready for you. You go out and get ready for me, because I'm finna fuck with you and play with you when you get home. So go ahead and go out and have fun, but you better let your girls know, hey, you coming home to daddy, and it is what it is. Like, it's okay to be submissive to your man. And then if you want to take it to another level while you out, go in the bathroom and send him a picture of your pussy. Go ahead, but like, hey, I'm ready. Like, that's the shit I'm on. If we talk about modern, right? So again, it goes back to where I said, don't lose the title of being a girlfriend. Like, it's roles and it's steps. Hey, you get to know each other. You're dating. You become an acquaintance. Oh, this my boo thing, my girlfriend, whatever, my fiance. Now you're a wife, but guess what? He didn't marry you for you to change. So I still want to be that girlfriend. Hey, y'all, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go powder myself up. But guess what? I think go in that bathroom. Hey, women shave, okay? Listen, it's shit that you got to do. Shave for moments like this when you go out with your girl. Hey, he don't got to go to the damn internet. Show him that pussy. Girl, like, it's like, I'm talking about real shit. If you don't want to do the pussy or your period by what period on, guess what? Show him the damn titty or look at it. I don't know. Do some shit that make him be like, damn, hey, y'all kids, y'all gotta get y'all ass to sleep. I know your mama, like, y'all on the same page regardless if y'all together or not. Did I kind of answer some of what we're talking about?
Yeah, you answered my question, but not totally. So what makes a man qualified to be submitted to?
Okay. To be honest, like, for him to, like I said, to have less insecurities. Number one, I really would love for my man to be a godly man, if that makes sense. Because you have marriages and then you really have godly marriages. So it's up for me to know what I want, because I take marriage so seriously. So I don't know if I say I do, I just know which side I've chosen. And it's two parts, and that's another topic we could talk about. You understand? So that's when we talk, I'm like, which layer? Because I could go here, I could go there.
Right. But
just to stick to, so to be honest, I would love a godly marriage. And for the reason that is because I also have a son now. And it's different when you have a daughter, but when you have a son as a mom, you kind of really mature on another level. You understand?
Okay.
So how is it that I have this son and he has a father in a perfect world, or not to down anyone right now, but in a perfect world, you know, as a mom, you want the father to lead the son. You understand? But we talk about modern meaning y'all could have been married, y'all could have separated, divorced, or it could have been a one-night stand and you still divorced, or it could have been a short-term, long-term relationship without marriage and you still divorced with kids. So regardless, if everyone still came to the finish line and say, listen, we have to separate, the titles don't mean anything because you did the same results. You understand? And so, but as a mom, you still want the father, I'm speaking for me, you still want the father to raise the son. So also be a father to your kids. So that's a turn on. If I see a man being a father to his kids, that is like a plus. And hopefully that's adding to your question.
Yes.
What makes him, you know, be mean to be submissive to you? Like, it's roles to be a man. And like I always say, you guys need to earn your badges, and being a father to your child, hell, sometimes be submissive to me. Shit, sometimes rub my back, rub my feet.
But that's not being submissive.
But
that's just catering.
Hey, we could talk about that too. But I'm just saying, it's just most men,
right,
I'm sure, are not bringing that to the table in their relationship. You understand? But again, you just asked me. So hey, we would love that shit too. Cater. Hey, like you said, cater to me. Like, we cater to y'all, but also cater to me, like, give me my reset. Like, you know what? I know when she's stressing out.
Right.
Like, I know what she tired of cooking. I know she tired of working. I know she tired of these damn kids. I know she tired of probably just hearing the female gossip. Like, let me help her relax.
Right.
You understand? Help me help you.
Right.
So it's just, you just find that person who just rock with it. Like, everybody need to be honest. Be honest with me. Communicate with me. If you think women, y'all talk so much, if you already know that, well, shit, talk to me. Have a conversation. It's okay to talk. We ain't got to talk about gossip, but, you know, stimulate my mind for a damn change. You want me to put on a thong and do all this shit like a damn stripper, have these mother effing roles? Guess what? As a man, do the same thing in return. You understand? Men feel like, I don't want to say men, but the males, the little boys, let me say little boys probably feel like, I ain't gotta do that shit. Hey, I'm paying the bills. I ain't gotta do shit. No, you have to do more. You have to do more for me to be like, look, your daddy coming home. He worked a long motherfucking damn shift. Listen, I'm going to put these kids to sleep because, hell, now you want to be a woman and you ready to do some nasty shit that you ain't never. But that's what you being submissive to your man. You get him prepared to go for the next day. If I'm adding, I'm coming back on my side. Mm-hmm. You understand? So it's just, you got to put it in work.
Okay.
You have, as women, you have to put in the work, but at the same time, have fun with it. Mm-hmm. But just to kind of steer, I go all over, but it's just men also have to do their part in order for us women to really get to that point. You understand?
No, it shouldn't even be that way. But I understand what you're saying.
Why you say it shouldn't be that way? Which way?
Because if you have it in you, it's just going to come out of you. I think we're the only community that always, you have to do this for me to do that. You get what I'm saying? Some men, they just come in and be a man, period. They come in and they help. They see the lack and they come in and help. So why not, as a woman, why do I have to amp you up in order for me to receive the love that I'm already giving you? Just to that point. And I guess that's why I feel that way. You know, like you don't have to do nothing for me to be a man. That's why, like, if I'm in a relationship with whomever, I'm still going to be that way regardless if I'm with you or without you. You know, I'm still going to be who I am. I'm still going to be respectful, loving, kind, and all of that stuff.
I have to add, if you don't mind, sorry, because I was taught as a woman, you reward your man. Like, that's what I was taught. You don't have to tell me, or you don't have to ask for anything. But if I'm getting to know you, and if I'm really getting to know what satisfy you, whatever that might be to satisfy you, because men have different satisfactions, I'm going to do what's going to satisfy you. Because I was taught as a woman, when you see him doing good, what you do, girl, you better reward him.
Right, but that goes back to me saying then I have to do. But again, I mean that's just the functionality of women nowadays. Because men could still go without. Like, for example, you have husbands that literally their wives will put on the long coat, put on the turban, hair, whatever, the bonnet game, and all of that stuff. They'll do all the stuff to detract him from actually wanting her, and he'll still fix her car. He'll still do what he has to do to take care of his family, and he feels like he should be rewarded. But these women don't even. I'm not feeling it tonight. And that's why I say the whole submission thing, because a man could still be doing the right thing and you feel as though, but that's nowadays, you know, that's
we're back to modern.
Right. So nowadays, you know, these women feel like listen, you have to do more than you got to go to the moon.
What? You
have to bring the stars. You have to bring Jupiter. You got to bring the rock from Venus. Literally. And then
he gonna be tired when he come back.
But you still have to place it at their feet to still get nothing in return. But that's still not good enough.
That's crazy.
Like, and men, like, this is a thing.
But like, I don't hang around women really who
get that,
but I'm not taking it away.
Right. You can't take it away because it's happening. It's too many guys that's complaining about this too much.
So what are the men doing? Like,
the men have been doing what they've been doing.
Just getting a nut, right?
No. What? So men are trying to create the foundations for their family. You have, like, the majority of men make probably minimum wage, and they don't even have kids. They don't even have kids. It's not a lot of guys that have kids.
So it's where they at?
They out here.
Oh, shoot.
But you're overlooking them for, let's say, I guess the term is hypergamy. So you're looking for the guys that have all the money, you know. So there are, like, I remember somebody called me and asked, where are the good men? Right? I said, they're the ones that pass you every day. They're the ones you see that's trying to get you. They're the ones that are bent over backwards for you. But you just won't pay them no attention. And that's not nobody's fault but your own.
So I have a question to add to that.
Okay.
What if I'm not sexually attracted to that person?
That's your fault. let's not say that because I know people will get mad at that. Oh well,
I felt it. Like what? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, don't mess up the diaphragm in the mic, girl.
Speak it to the mic, Harriet.
I love it.
Speak it to the
I
mic.
Don't
speak it to the mic, girl. You better speak it to the mic, Harriet. I know they say come into the light. Guess what? We talk about speaking to the mic, girl.
So you're asking the question about being attracted. Since when men supposed to be you're supposed to be the attracting factor in the relationship. This is what I'm talking about with the alpha females. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I want to get this out, right? So this is the problem with the alpha females. The alpha females feel like they should be like men. And that's the wrong way of going about it. That's why you all are single, sad, lonely. Because you feel like you should be like a man. Men are governed by what they see. Women are governed by what they feel. You supposed to feel hardness next to you. Men supposed to feel softness next to them. So in that case, I don't need to be looking this like a chick. You feel me? I don't need to be prettied up. I need to look like a man. Somebody you fear, right? You respect and you love. That's how I feel about it. So I remember when I was growing up, I remember seeing the baddest chicks with the ugliest dudes. And no offense, because dudes don't really get offended by if you call them ugly. They don't even care. But I seen some of jaw dropping, the baddest chick you can even imagine with the ugliest dude. And you be like, bro, how the world you... Man, I used to go to a barber shop. There was a guy, I don't even know his name, but the dude was ugly. You feel me? He was not attractive at all. But this man, he had confidence through the roof. Anyway, and I loved him for it because he's like, I know I'm ugly, but I'm still gonna snatch him. That's what he used to say when he was walking in the bar. And when I say
you saw his girl,
and he ain't just had one. He had 2 or 3 of them coming in, and he didn't have all the money in the world. And I'm speaking facts. And I remember one time he said he had snatched the girl at the gas station. He said something to the girl, and it just caught. She was like, "I'll talk to you just because you said something to me." And she was, and then his friends were like, football players. His friends were associated with a lot of money, but his chicks was better than the girls that were associated with the football players. You get what I'm saying? And then you'll be like, how in the... So that meant to me that the law of attraction shouldn't be you have to be attractive as a man. You should just be a man, period. And then that you should be, as the woman, you should be the beauty factor of the situation. So watch this. If I'm the finest, right? And you the finest, but I get more attention than you think you not going to feel some type of way? You are. So what's the point of it? Right? And then how much you what's the challenge? Right? The challenge is now you're going to have to deal with all the women that comes with it. I remember when I was out one time, he wasn't ugly, but girls had looked over this particular person. Okay. And I'm like, and he tried to holler at a girl. And when he tried to holler at the girl wouldn't give him a time of day. So I said out loud because I got mad, and I was like, yo, why women, and I ain't say this to her, but I said it out loud, like, why women always do this? Like, what's the point? What's the problem? And I said, what's the problem with him? You even trying to get him the time of day? Right. Like, why not? And not saying you are not with somebody or not all of that, but she gave him attention. She kept looking at him, or looking his direction. Gotcha. So he hollered. That's why he did what he did. And then she blew him off. Gotcha. I'm like, that don't even make sense. All and then I said, if she looks at your IG, I bet she'll feel some type of way. Because when I say he hung around nothing but pretty girls, right, nothing but gorgeous girls. Right. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I should not have to be the beauty factor in the situation. As long as I'm providing, protecting, and I'm there to take care of you, yeah, that's it. I don't need to be the most beautiful. Not saying I shouldn't have good hygiene and all that. I shouldn't have a car. I should. But it's not boiling down to me having to be the best looking person. Because the quality of a man is not how he looks, but what he provides. I'm going to drop a gem even for myself on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Feel me? But that's how I feel about when it comes down to that. So, and I want to kind of go back to what you were saying as well with the insecurity. I feel like men are insecure by what's nowadays. I'm gonna put it this way: men are insecure because of the many options women have nowadays. They have access because of social media and all of that stuff. So women are more, of course, governed by their emotions and all that stuff, but women have like this ideology like, I'm gonna find better. So men kind of know that. So they look at their flaws all the time because they know, dang, I don't got this, I don't have that. So I know it's other guys out there that got those things. So these women can just be subject to moving on, you know? And then these guys have so much insecurities because girls don't even they don't even lock it down. Like, babe, you mine. I love you. I'm only riding and dying for you. They don't say that to even encourage the guy before they go out. So then you get all prettied up. You get all made up. You smelling good. Something you ain't even doing for him. You at the house with the whole garment on. The garment of righteousness. The garment of righteousness and everything else, the sheet blankets and everything else, right? So you have all that stuff on in the house. You cover from head to toe, and then all of a sudden you going out with your friends and
put on a little mini dress.
That's crazy to me.
That's backwards.
That's crazy.
Get you.
So why men feel so insecure? You get what I'm saying? And this is the reason why, because we know that women have more options nowadays, and because of social medias and the simps and stuff like that, that makes it more accessible for women to have that pleasure.
Oh, girls on girls too. Please add that in there.
Okay, that too.
Okay.
But women have those options, so that's why men can feel so insecure, and then the lack of respect. You won't come home at a certain time. You won't respect the men by coming home at a reasonable time. So yeah, you can send the pictures, you can call, and you can. That's why the dude is calling. Yo, babe, you know it's after. You know you out a whole shift. Come on, man. I don't
do all that, but I'm listening.
I know. But this is what I'm saying. You're not even coming home in a reasonable time. I ain't gonna even front with you. Like when my mom, my grandma, my aunties, and stuff like that, they came home at a reasonable time.
Hello. Facts.
You feel me? Like they not, even if they out with their sister, brother, cousin, even a friend, they still coming home at a reasonable time.
Thank you.
They show respect.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
Thank you. So it's way different if the couple out together. You
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. So if we out and about, yeah. You feel me? Listen, I want to see the sun come up.
Come on now. Come on now.
I want to see the sun come up. If we out together.
But we got to be entertained for all them hours now.
But honestly, and I know women will say, well, men stay out all day and all night, right?
If we allow it. But yeah, women, you allow the shit.
But men don't be moving like that. You know, even though we're over here and over there, that's all we're doing. We just really literally over here, over there,
but
moving around,
that's still moving,
and stuff like that.
That's moving,
right? So what I'm saying is, we not moving like we at a chick house chilling and all of that stuff. I'm not talking for the guys that's cheating and all of that stuff, because that's what they're doing, right? Or got another family around the block. But some guys, they literally like I can get up and go to my friend's house and I can stay there all the way to 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
Let's say, for example, right? And then that last hour, we may go to another friend because he just got off of work for whatever reason, and we just chilling on the block.
Right.
So some guys, they'll be chilling on the block. They can chill on the block the whole night, and literally be doing nothing.
Right.
You know, but
I think that's okay, especially I'm just only speaking from a woman's perspective where y'all understand that language.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But if the foundation didn't start like that,
I
if
agree.
the trust wasn't there, like you have to have a strong foundation in order for that relationship to work the way you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Then if they don't, then things are going to break and things are going to fall into the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's still, I'm following you,
Gotcha.
but we always have to add the other side.
Gotcha.
Just a little sneak peek of the other side. You understand? I'm following you.
Right.
But
because more women are receptible to that. You know, they're
because we need a break. FYI, listen, when your ass walk at that door, trust and believe. Hey, I'm throwing a party at the house. It could be me and the kids. It could be by my damn self. I'm gonna be like, babe, you wanna go? Oh, you need me to iron the shirt for you? You want to eat some dinner before? Nah, babe, we good. You know, we gonna freestyle. Men are simple.
Right.
They'll eat a burger with just damn beef patty, and they gonna call it the dinner. Listen, let that nigga go.
Right.
You understand? So being a woman, because I'm letting you know what this woman here do. Hey, I'm partying.
Gotcha.
What I mean, I'm calling my cousins, I'm calling my friends, my homegirls, or maybe if nobody don't answer, I'm blasting that damn TV. Thank God for YouTube and Pandora and all this on the TV.
Right.
Hey, you get your drink, you vibe out what you do.
Right.
Hey, hell, you might order some Uber Eats. You might treat your goddamn self.
Gotcha.
Because you ain't got to worry about feeding 2 or 3. No, you worrying about your damn self. So let me let you know what this woman here doing.
Okay.
So, babe, I'm going out. It's past midnight, past 1 o'clock. I'm like, hey, okay, babe, you know, you be safe. All right, babe, yeah, go. Hey, turn that music back up. Listen, I'm jumping over here probably more than having fun while your ass ain't here. I'm talking about the modern shit.
Gotcha.
We ain't talking about traditional.
Gotcha.
Traditional might be all, tucked in. I'm going to go to bed and wait for my man. Hell no. We talk about modern. Modern, we doing motherfucking family Zoom over here, or we outside in the front yard. Like, hey, that nigga ain't coming home no time soon. But we just having fun. It's all innocent.
Gotcha.
You understand? But the little boy might come in, meaning you having, now you realize I'm having more damn fun than you. Now you fucking mad. I be like, what? But you wanted to go over there, and we talk about modern shit.
I think it's vice versa as well. Because
Okay,
men really have a good time. Women will feel some type of way. Because if I go out now,
come on now. Thank you for saying that.
If I go out, she'll be like, yo, like, what you doing? Where you at? You ain't home yet, whatever the situation may be. So to also go back to showing the respect, I think it's just at the same time there's no accountability when it comes down to females. I don't think that, or what I see is that no woman is held accountable for their actions. They're not all responsibility of a woman really goes out the door when it comes down to a man. Like, I shouldn't hold you. Oh, why you talking to me like that? Like I'm your child? What you mean? You acting like one. So I'm talking to you as though you are what you are in that moment.
Gotcha.
And when men confront women, then of course the whole playing the victim is a part of that situation and all of that stuff.
Oh, they get offended real fast.
Right. And then
they get offended real fast.
For what? And then you turn around and then you try to do the same thing to the guy. Oh, you ain't do this, you ain't do that, and whatever that is. Now you holding him accountable, but then he's receptive to it. Like, okay, I'll take care of it. Yeah. But then now he's telling you should be doing X, Y, Z, and that's when and then all the drama and all of this stuff start to come out. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So, just to end and not to end too soon, I feel. Okay. But T, you want to say something else when it comes down to Mars General? And I feel like we were on topic, but because of the
topic,
the dynamics that takes
so
place,
many layers to it. It's a lot of layers. So we just trying to sum it up. We just try to really just stir up, stir up some conversation. Like we want y'all to give us y'all feedback and be like, wait, that clip at 5 minutes, like we want to hear what y'all have to say, because it's like we're just sparking conversation.
Yes.
But we talking because I ain't go in.
I try to give you the little road,
it's
so
just
you could go.
I had to feel it, but
open the door so you could
certain
build
feelings
it.
I was like, I can't relate to it, so I just really couldn't speak on it. But hey,
we can have a part 3.
Part 3, part 4. It'll come. Let it happen, right? But like, just for me to end it for the modern gender roles, you still, number one, still need some traditional roles. Number one, okay. So a few things from the previous recording, you might need to add that into the modern. But it's just these men too. Hell, you need to do what you need to do in order for me to get there. So it's like, it's kind of contradicting each other.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's just a lot.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot in modern gender roles.
Right. So when you say, and this is what I was talking about, when you say that you have to do this first, my thing is everybody should be on the same level.
I got
then
you.
Then that's when I talk about the being fully developed and all of those things.
Right.
So to end the show,
okay, go ahead.
We're just sitting up here to spark the conversation. So we would love if you drop a comment. Make sure you like, hit the notification button, subscribe to our channel. Hit us up on social media. We definitely will get back to you. Remember, my name's DP. This my girl T. That's Geminis with a
S.
Gems with a
C.
And what we do, T?
My bad. That was the mic. I was talking to the mic. I don't know if y'all saw that. That shit bounced back. I was like, oh, that was that mic. I was speaking to the mic. But
wow, yo.
To the C.
Yeah. So that's Geminis with a
C.
No, Geminis with a.
Oh shit! I thought it was C. The mic. I thought he was.
I love it. Don't break the diaphragm.
Damn it! Bye.
No.
Okay,
we gotta do it right.
Okay,
we gotta do it right.
Go ahead.
Hey, this DP. This my girl T. Hey, we Geminis with a
S.
Gems with a
C.
And what we do, T?
And we drop them gems.
I did it right this time, y'all.
That's what's up.
All right, y'all.